Okay, I'm recording now, so don't make an idiot of yourself if you can help it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Pole Mokotowskie, which we've seen before. Let's see if there's any football fever going on, especially as there are a couple of places here where they're supposed to be having shows and what have you of this football, and it starts in about 45 minutes. I don't know if they've got any outside.
I think there's some kind of people down there. Maybe they're waiting for it.
No, there's no TV screens there in Jeff's. I don't think they may be refugees from the championships.
Yeah, maybe they're just going to stay there and just say. Oh no, I see one television.
Is there?
Yeah, there is one.
Not that many people. I thought there'd be a lot more people.
There's some of them. Some of them
Oh dear. Coughing, George? There's actually a cycle track that I'm on, a cycle path. As opposed to a psychopath, which is one of these people who get in government that don't make enough of them. Right. I'm getting mainly George's head at the moment, so I'm going to change the position because I really am only getting George's head, which is not the best thing that the viewers of mine want to see on my channel.
TV's on there.
Sorry?
TV's on.
Okay.
It means something.
Does it? What does it mean?
That there's preparation for Euro 2012. Germany and Portugal.
That's probably about right, isn't it? It gives you the best show, the best view. If there's this few people, then there's little point in filming along here. I was hoping to get a bit of football fever, but it looks like it's subdued. It looks maybe people have had enough from yesterday's match and need to. It's nice, isn't it? So I think that if you are talking about ice creams, then we're talking about them after the pond and not before. If you decide to go in it.
Stop! Are you kidding me?
If you decide to go in it, then
Are you kidding me?
do you want to go in the pond or not?
Yeah. Why did some people just do this kind of stuff like R as in are you kidding me? Is there like R, so some kind of an R for the ABCs? U as a U kind of, Y as a Y, K as in okay,
Why are you? Right, as in why are you?
K as okay.
Yeah, well, you can do this.
That's kind of funny.
Well, people do it to make writing on the internet a bit shorter.
Twitter.
Because people like to write
They like
at
to
the speed
tweet.
that they would talk.
So they
And
like
so
to
therefore these abbreviations have become very popular.
That's why they like to tweet.
Well, it's all forms of chat, isn't it? It all started with internet relay, chat,
Facebook.
and then it got onto other things from there. Now chatting's part of everything. Skype, it's got chat in it.
Just like
It's about any
all people like chats.
TV delivery system's got chat on it.
Peeps like chats.
If you've got a live broadcast, it's also got chat.
Look, Georgie, there's going to be a fountain.
If it's not live, if it's afterwards, then it's
Fountain.
the usual forum style where you say something and you wait to find somebody answers it maybe a day or so later.
Rabbit.
Not so much the real time thing.
Rabbit.
Yeah, definitely, I would say undersubscribed for the weather. Obviously people have really gone elsewhere.
Look, there's some kind of people as well.
Well, this is not a touristy place, it's not very central enough for visitors to want to come to. It's a place where real Warsaw people come and know about.
There's some people just came in just to watch.
I reckon if we went up the old town, it'd be absolutely jam-packed with all the visitors. But that
Like we did
they don't want to come
yesterday.
here.
Like we did yesterday. We're like going down there, everybody was like saying,
Yeah.
what? Like, cool.
But here, people don't really know about it.
Like saying, cool. Do you want to swim? Do you want to swim, Georgie? I know you want to swim. I know that you want to swim.
I don't want to go too far down there.
I know. That's why I got
I'll actually place it up against the I'll place it against the stream like that. Okay. Right, go and get him then quickly. Look, he's going to go in the water with the thing on his back. That's nuts, Sophie. Don't let him do that. Leave his briefcase in here and take his trousers off so he's only got shorts on and that. Okay? And his nappy you need to take off now or it'll get wet. Okay?
Hey, where are you going, babe?
She's trying to make George go into the water when George is not all that keen today. He has been some other times, but today he's not keen on going in the water, so she's not managing to get him in there. She'll have to give it up, I think. He's going to run off in a minute and she's going to have to hightail it after him. Oops, bit rough. Sophie, careful! Not too rough now. Careful! Oh, he's right in. He's not happy. Okay, let him on your back then. If he's not happy, let him get out again. Poor little kid. Okay, he's had enough. Bring him out.
Uspokój się. Przecież ja po prostu nic nie powinnam zrobić i posłuchaj mi skąd zadzwonić i co pan robi z tym dzieckiem? Ja po prostu to zrobię, bo to jest nieprawdopodobne, bo on się nie umie bronić. Drugie, niewiele starsze dziecko, które też nie zdaje sobie sprawy z tego, co robicie z nim. Ma pan świadomość, co pan robi?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't understand. You know what you do? This
What
is
do I
his
do?
child. Yes? And what?
What about the child? The
Now
child,
at
yes.
this moment I will be called to police.
Oh, call
what
the police.
you do? Yes.
Call them.
Yes.
Go
because
ahead.
this is impossible.
What's
this
impossible?
is impossible.
What is
This what you
impossible?
do with this child.
What do I do with the child? Take him to the
You
park?
don't see, you don't know. Are you
the park?
stupid, crazy, or I don't know what more can I speak?
Please don't insult
You
me.
know?
Please don't be insulting. You don't know anything.
I know because I saw.
What
I
did
saw.
you see?
I
What did you
saw.
see? What did you see?
This what was with the child.
What was
and
with
I
the
don't
child?
really speak with you because are you stupid, man? Really?
You're just very abusive and insulting and stupid yourself.
You know what I want? My wish it's with you.
Yes.
Sometimes one people will be do the same really what you do with this child. Really, I believe God, please do this man. This
I
what
hope
you
so.
do this
Oh,
child.
I hope so. Yes, I hope somebody looks after me like hope somebody looks after me like I look after my son. I agree with you. Absolutely. Go ahead and ring the police all you like. Well, she's not very good at English, that's for sure. You see, I knew that would happen though, that the minute you take him in there and challenge him a bit and he gets all excited and starts roaring at the top of his voice like that, that somebody will come along and start criticising you about it.
Me.
Yeah, and me, of course. I told you not to do it, but you carried on doing it, and then I have to take the criticism for it, you see. People come up and they don't have a go at you, they have a go at me. She started by having a go at you, yeah? I told you not to do it. Here we see, it's me that I have to take abuse for it. You wouldn't listen to me and carried on doing your own thing, and then I get the police called out on me, you see. Because you don't think of the consequences of anything you do. Whatever you do, you don't think of the consequences of it. Yeah? That's the effect. And she's prayed to God now that somebody will do to me what I do to my son. So that means that if her prayer is answered, then somebody now will go to work so that I don't have to work and I can just sit back and relax all the time and get fed all I can eat, and everything will be done for me and I don't have to work at all. If her prayer gets answered, that would be great. I hope she's a good Catholic and prays nicely and gets all answered.
You see?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But nevertheless, you should have been aware of the fact that, I mean, he sounds like he gets traumatised, but people who know what's going on know that he's all right.
What is
He's just
traumatized?
traumatized. Well, traumatized is if you get like have a trauma, yeah. If you have a big problem. You see, the problem is that his shiki, yeah, people around think he's going nuts. They don't realise that an autistic child will just make a loud noise, whatever happens, because he can't say anything else.
Because
Yeah.
he's so excited.
They think that it's and the excitement's actually partly enjoying it. Yeah, it's partly. It's partly frightening for him, but he's also enjoying it. I know him well enough to know that. But the problem is, people don't, and they think, you know, they're going to come up and do exactly what that woman does. So, but instead of letting me explain it, she just went into full-blown abuse mode. Whereas other people around, who didn't do that, are presumably more intelligent and realise that there's more than one way of looking at something. So, had she looked at the whole picture, should have seen a nice family. Yes, of course I did. That would be quite. Well, it was the thing is, I want people to know that's typical. That's the typical thing you get. But I mean, this was partly deserved because I did say to you, Sophie, that you shouldn't have gone so far and done it for so long. Yeah, because I knew that there would be more. His shouts would be more than people could bear. He kind of, you know, he wants it, yeah, but they don't know that he wants it. He might have had a nice time, really, but he certainly wasn't sounding like it, and they don't know any different, do they? So they just think it's you having a crack at a little kid, and her reaction was actually quite rational in a sense, although it was not thought through to the end because she's not experienced in children who are different. But in a sense, you know, fair play to her. In a sense, fair play to her. Yeah.
Now I just think that what she said that you were stupid. I just laugh at this.
Oh, poor sausage. Poor sausage. In the chair there. Oh dear, poor sausage. Anyway, you see what it is, yeah? You go ahead and do your stuff, yeah, and don't listen to me. And then it's people come to me and they say, oh, look what you're doing to that kid.
As if I was you.
Yeah, well, I told you to stop it. In my defence, I did tell you to stop it and pull him out. Well, you must have heard it.
No, because Georgie was loud screaming.
I told you enough times. Anyway, it's me that gets the wrong end of it, Sophie, so remember that next time when I tell you to stop it, it's because I'm going to end up being the one that gets the police called out on them. Yeah? Just because people don't understand that he's having a good time, really. It's just autistic children make a terrible row when they get excited. Yeah?
It was just so funny. He was like rolling at her and she was like, he was like, me trying.
Well, never mind. She wasn't the worst, I can tell you. She wasn't the worst thing.
Oh, I remember once when Tiny came to one woman.
Oh, that was appalling. That one was appalling. Anyhow, let's go back.